The Taiwan dollar was on a tear. It surged against the US dollar. We're talking about a massive leap over 6.5% in just 2 days. That's not a hop, skip, and a jump. That's a full-blown pole vault into the land of whoa, what just happened? This was the biggest surge in decades. Analysts were left scratching their heads. Traders were frantically hitting refresh on their screens. The financial world was in a tizzy. The numbers were stark. The Taiwan dollar closed at its strongest point in over 2 years. It reached 30.145 to the US dollar. That might sound like gibberish to some, but trust me, it's a big deal. It's like finding out your quiet neighbor suddenly won the lottery and bought a private island. Everyone's wondering, how did this happen? The answer? Well, it's complicated. But what wasn't complicated was the chaos that ensued. Traders were tripping over themselves trying to sell US dollars. Exporters were panicking, insurers were sweating bullets. It was a roller coaster ride and no one was sure where it would end. As the Taiwan dollar soared, rumors started swirling faster than a blender full of conspiracy theories. Whispers of secret backroom deals between the US and Taiwan echoed through the financial district. The word on the street was that the US was pressuring Taiwan to manipulate its currency. The rumor mill was churning out stories faster than a bakery on a sugar rush. Taiwan, however, wasn't about to take this lying down. Both the central bank and the Office of Trade Negotiations stepped up to the mic. Their message was clear. Nope, not us. We haven't had any secret meetings, pinky swear. They insisted that no one was twisting their arms or forcing them to fiddle with the exchange rate. Taiwan's president, Lai Ching-te, wasn't mincing words either. He stepped onto the world stage and called out the rumors for what they were, fake news. He denounced the spread of misinformation. He emphasized that Taiwan's trade surplus with the US was a result of their tech prowess, not some shady currency scheme. Taiwan makes good stuff, people want it, end of story. The message was loud and clear, but would it be enough to drown out the noise of the rumors? Or would the whispers of manipulation continue to cast a shadow over Taiwan's economic miracle? The market, like a nervous chihuahua, doesn't react well to surprises. And the Taiwan dollar's sudden surge was the equivalent of finding a giant rubber chicken in its food bowl. Volatility became the name of the game. Traders were on edge, their fingers hovering over the buy and sell buttons. Exporters, the backbone of Taiwan's economy, were starting to sweat. A stronger Taiwan dollar meant their products just got pricier on the global market. Suddenly, competing with those bargain basement prices from other countries seemed a lot harder. The fear of losing their competitive edge was palpable. Meanwhile, analysts were busy reading tea leaves and speculating like their lives depended on it. The buzzword on everyone's lips? Intervention? Would the central banks step in to try and wrestle the Taiwan dollar back under control? Would they deploy their arsenal of financial tools to curb the speculative frenzy? The air was thick with uncertainty. The market held its breath, waiting for the next chapter in this financial drama to unfold. Section 4. The Exporter's Dilemma. Let's talk about the little guys caught in the middle of this currency tug-of-war, the exporters. These are the companies, big and small, that make Taiwan an economic powerhouse. They ship out everything from cutting-edge electronics to those quirky souvenirs you find in your suitcase after a vacation. But with the Taiwan dollar flexing its muscles, these exporters faced a dilemma. A stronger currency meant their goods were suddenly more expensive for international buyers. Imagine walking into a store and finding out the price of your favorite chocolate bar just doubled. You'd probably think twice about buying it, right? That's the fear that gripped Taiwan's exporters. Would their customers start looking for cheaper alternatives? Would they lose market share to competitors in countries with weaker currencies? These were the questions keeping them up at night. For these businesses, the currency drama wasn't just about numbers on a screen, it was about their livelihoods. It was about keeping their factories humming, their employees paid, and their place in the global market secure. Section 5. Insurers on edge. While exporters were sweating the strong Taiwan dollar, another group was feeling the heat life insurers. Now you might be thinking, What do insurance companies have to do with all this currency chaos? Well, buckle up, because this is where things get interesting. See, many Taiwanese life insurers hold a significant chunk of their assets in, you guessed it, US dollars. It's like keeping all your eggs in one basket, but instead of eggs, it's money. And instead of a basket, it's the US dollar. When the Taiwan dollar shot up, the value of those US dollar holdings took a nosedive. It's like watching your retirement fund shrink faster than ice cream on a hot summer day. Suddenly, those US dollar assets weren't looking so safe and secure anymore. This currency swing had the potential to punch a hole in their balance sheets. And no one wants to be the insurance company that has to explain to its policyholders why their investments are suddenly worth less. Section 6. The Battle Against Fake News. President Lai's condemnation of the currency manipulation rumors wasn't just about defending Taiwan's economic practices. It was a shot across the bow of the misinformation ship. He was highlighting a danger that looms large in our interconnected world, the power of fake news to wreak havoc. In the age of social media, where rumors spread faster than wildfire, the line between fact and fiction can get blurry. And when it comes to sensitive topics like finance and international relations, a single spark of misinformation can ignite a firestorm of uncertainty. Think about it. A single tweet, a viral Facebook post, or a misleading headline can influence investment decisions, spook markets, and even strain relations between countries. It's like a game of telephone, but instead of whispers, it's misinformation, and the consequences are far more serious. That's why President Lai's message resonated far beyond Taiwan's borders. It was a call to action for everyone, governments, businesses, and individuals alike, to be vigilant against the spread of fake news. Section 7. Taiwan's Truth, a Global Imperative. The drama unfolding in Taiwan served as a stark reminder that we're living in a world where information is power, and just like any powerful tool, it can be used for good or for evil. The currency manipulation rumors, whether they were spread intentionally or not, had the potential to cause real damage. They could have undermined trust in Taiwan's economy, spooked investors, and fueled unnecessary tensions with its trading partners. And all of that based on nothing more than speculation and hearsay. That's why it's crucial to separate fact from fiction, especially in the digital age where misinformation can spread like wildfire. We need to be critical thinkers, questioning what we read and hear, and seeking out reliable sources of information. Taiwan's story is a cautionary tale, but it's also a call to action. It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in safeguarding the truth. Because in a world awash in information, the truth is more valuable than ever. It's the foundation of trust, the bedrock of stability, and the key to navigating the complexities of our interconnected world.